Very good morning everybody. Welcome back to Chandan Logics. You're watching English YouTube live session. My name is Sham. In this session we are going to spend some time on SBI PO 2026 mock test paper explanation. Before we start the session, as a bank job aspirant, State Bank of India probationary officer notification is definitely one of the best career opportunities in the year 2026. No doubt. It is wonderful to see yourself in State Bank of India as a probationary officer. You are going to surely crack this exam. But for that to happen, as far as English section is concerned, 2 points to remember. Update your vocabulary proficiency. Your vocabulary is very important. Today, not only in SBI PO but most of the competitive exams, vocabulary has become the real game changer. Number 2, improve your reading speed. Usually in exams like SBI PO exam, questions sometimes are easy, but you need to read them fast. Time management is 99%. Time management is 99%. So don't compromise. As far as SBI PO exam is concerned, I say this in every class. State Bank of India PO English looks difficult, but it is not difficult. Especially, there is nothing to worry about spotting errors or filling the blanks or sentence improvement. The big challenge lies in passages, close test, sometimes jumbled or para-jumbled. So be prepared for that. I repeat, questions only look difficult. They are not really difficult. I'm very clear? Right. Once again, very good morning to everybody. Good morning, Naveen. So good morning to everybody. Welcome back to Chandan Logics English YouTube live session. My name is Sham. So before we start the mock test paper explanation, very happy to see that we are receiving a very positive feedback from many students, not only in the Telugu states but all over the country. That is the reason we are conducting the English live sessions for SBI PO students on our English YouTube channel, where I'm going to take the complete session in English. I want you to follow this channel also, so that the students not only from the Telugu states but also the other states can follow the session. So if your friends are preparing for bank jobs, you share this video to them and ask them to follow this. And also every day, not even a single day we miss except the usual Sundays. Almost every day we are trying to conduct every day morning 8 to 9 English YouTube live session. We are working hard for that. We hope our hard work will pay. My dear friends, I once again welcome you to the SBI PO 2026 English mock test explanation. Let's begin the show. The very first question started with a simple, very simple spotting error. Very simple spotting error. So today's question paper has most of the easy questions and some challenging questions. This is a very simple question, guys. The question started here. The committee have decided to postpone the meeting until next week due to unavoidable circumstances. I repeat, the committee have decided to postpone the meeting until next week due to unavoidable circumstances. This is a real easy question. What do you think? This is a real easy question. What do you think? Guys, you cannot say the committee have decided, because if you talk about committee here, committee is singular noun, so you cannot use have, you better say has, because committee is talking about the singular noun here. So option B has the error. Having said this, it is my also responsibility to give you this information. There are some collective nouns. Like committee, jury, board, bench, union, association, group, team, and so on. These are known as very much sorry. These are known as collective nouns. These are known as collective nouns. My dear friends, when we talk about collective nouns, many students have this question. Sir, are the collective nouns singular or plural? Are the collective nouns singular or plural? The fact is surprising. Do you know this, that the collective nouns can be both singular and also plural? The collective nouns can be both singular and also plural. But then how do we decide? The sentence will give you the clarity. The sentence will give you the clarity. As far as this sentence is concerned, there is no indication of plural. So we opt singular. Committee has. Sometimes the sentence will have the indication that the given collective noun is plural. I'll give you one example. The committee dash expressed their happiness. The committee dash expressed their happiness. In such cases, their happiness is a plural. Then we say committee have expressed their happiness. I repeat, collective nouns can be singular. Collective nouns can also be plural. But if the sentence has any specific indication that it is plural, only in such special cases we take it plural. If no such indication is given, we take it singular. Let me go to the question number 2. Very easy question once again. She is one of the most talented singers who has performed on this stage. Wonderful sentence. Can anybody find what the error is in the sentence? Can anybody find what the error is in the sentence? She is one of the most talented singers who has performed on this stage. Can anybody tell me what the error is in the sentence? Most of the students, they say no error. Because what they look at is, she is correct, one of the most talented singers correct, who has correct. So then what is the problem in the sentence? There is no problem. This is what many students think. But I'll tell you something else. Very important. My direct question is, in this sentence, who means who? Can anybody tell me? In this sentence, who means who? In this sentence, who means who? Now when I ask this question, the students say, sir, who means this girl, she, correct? No, you are wrong. In this sentence, who is not this girl? Who is the singers? Now, naturally, singers becomes a subject here. So, has cannot be used here. Have is the right answer. Has cannot be used here. Have is the right answer. This is a very important rule, my dear friends. For you to understand this sentence, I'll give you one nice example. Prabhas is one of the most famous actors. Prabhas is one of the most famous actors who is very talented. Prabhas is one of the most famous actors who is very talented. Guys, can you tell me what the error is in the sentence? Can you tell me what the error is in the sentence? Normal student thinks there is no error in the sentence, but there is a serious problem in the sentence. Here, I think I need to make a small correction here, actors. So, here, my question is very simple. Who means who? Who means Prabhas? Not at all. When we say who here, who means the actors. So actors is plural. So naturally actors, you cannot say is. Actors are. You cannot say actors is. You better say actors are. So Prabhas is one of the most famous actors who are famous, who are talented. It is not who is talented. It is who are talented. Am I very clear, guys? This is a very important model that comes in competitive exams. I hope you understand this. Question number 3. Again, a very simple question, guys. Can you find the error in the sentence? Hardly had he reached the station when the train has left the platform. Hardly had he reached the station when the train has left the platform. Can you find what the error is in the sentence, guys? Yes. First of all, I should mention this. There is a rule called hardly follows when. Like there is a rule called scarcely follows when. Like there is a rule called no sooner follows than. Like there is a rule called lest follows should. Now, my dear friends, if this is the case, now observe here, hardly follows when. So as far as this rule is concerned, there is no problem in the sentence. But now, what the problem is, you already used here past perfect. Here, what you have used is past perfect. Now in a sentence, if there are two clauses, one clause must be past perfect, the other clause must be past simple. I repeat, if there are two sentences, if there are two clauses in a sentence, one clause can be in past perfect and then the other clause must be in past simple. If there are two sentences, one clause can be in past perfect and the other clause must be in past simple. Am I clear? So here past perfect is there, but here past simple should be there, but here present perfect is there. So you remove has. It is fine now. Now the right sentence is hardly had he reached the station when the train left. This is a formula that you have to learn. In this case, I'm going to give you one more example. One more example. Hardly had I shouted. Hardly had I shouted when she cried. That's it. Hardly had I shouted when she cried. Hardly had I shouted when she cried. Hardly had I shouted when she cried. This part of the sentence is in past perfect. Then this part of the sentence should be in past simple. So honestly, this is a question where tenses knowledge is tested. Here already past perfect is there. So here you have to use past simple. Past simple means remove has. Because has is present perfect. Bear with my voice. My voice is not good enough. I'm trying to recover. My voice got affected in the last few days because of my continuous usage. I'm not giving rest. I'm not allowing my voice to, recharge. I'm not putting my voice into recharge. So bear with my horrible voice for some time. Question number 4. Question number 4 is nice question. Each of the employees are required to submit their reports before Friday. Each of the employees are required to submit their reports before Friday. This is a very important question, guys. Each. Always remember, as far as each is concerned, the verb should be always in the singular verb. Please write these running notes. Each subject always takes singular verb. Each subject always takes singular verb. So each of the employees are required is wrong. Each of the employees is required. You will be wondering, sir, employees is a subject? No, employees is not the subject. Each is a subject. Employees is not the subject. Each is a subject. Employees is not the subject. Each is a subject. Employees is not the subject. Each is the subject. So each of the employees is required to submit their reports. Is, whenever each comes, the verb must be in the singular form. Okay, it is not are, it is. Am I clear? Question number 5 is also very simple. Spotting error, my dear friends. Question number 5 is very easy. Spotting error, my dear friends. The manager discussed about the new policy with all the team members during the meeting. Can you get the answer? Can you get the answer? Can you find the answer? The manager discussed about the new policy with all the team members during the meeting. In our English syllabus, we have certain cases called superfluous expressions. What is the meaning of superfluous expressions? So superfluous means unnecessary. Superfluous means something extra. Superfluous means not needed, not required. In such cases, we have some wonderful superfluous cases like we don't have to use near to. We don't have to use opposite to. We don't have to use told to. We don't have to use discuss about. We don't have to use await for. We don't have to use comprise of. Am I clear, guys? So there are certain expressions where the preposition is not needed, and there are many more such cases, my dear friends. So the problem here is you can't say discuss about. Simple. The manager discussed the new policy. That's all. You cannot say discussed about. You cannot say near to. You cannot say opposite to. You cannot say told to. You cannot say discuss about. You cannot say await for. You cannot say comprise of. The manager discussed the project. That's all. You cannot say the manager discussed about the project. What do you think, guys? The manager discussed the project. That's all. You don't have to say the manager discussed about the project. Am I clear, guys? Shall we go to the next question? Wow, 5 spotting errors. The real scoring section is done because very easy question, correct? I think this passage looks a bit smaller. Usually paragraphs are big, but you are lucky enough because this paragraph now looks not very difficult. But still, let us not waste time directly reading the paragraph because we have other sections also. But let us see if there are any questions which we can answer without reading the paragraph. Guys, I'll test a common sense question. In this question, can you find out question number 6? What is the primary theme of the passage? Without reading the question, can you try? What is the primary theme of the passage? Can I take only 30 seconds? Can I give you only 30 seconds? What is the theme of the passage? What is the theme of the passage? If you just don't read the paragraph, but just have a glance at the paragraph. See, he is talking about digital payments here. He is talking about UPI here. So naturally, he is talking about digital payments. See, payment service providers. Most of the paragraphs, see, digital platforms. If you just have a glance at the paragraph, mostly you are talking about digital payment, digital payment, digital payment, digital payment. Option B is right. Growth and challenges of digital payments. You can take this risk. This is not a blind risk. This is a very logical, very reasonable risk. you can take such risks? Easy question. You don't have to read the paragraph for this. Just use your mere common sense. Can you try the question number 7 also without reading the paragraph? Which of the following has contributed to the rise of digital payments? Guys, can you try this answer? Can you try this answer? Let me give you a simple common sense technique. Forget about the paragraph. Forget about the paragraph. You as a normal person, you as a normal citizen of the country, you as a literate, tell me, why do you think digital payments will increase? Why do you think digital payments will increase? Is it because of internet usage? Is it because of smartphones increase? Is it because of ban on rural banking? What is this? Do you think rural banks are banned? Nonsense operation, nonsense option. Do you think fintech companies are declined? No, there are many fintech companies. Now there are 2 options left. So can you tell me, why do you think digital payments are increasing? Is it because internet is increasing or smartphones is increasing, guys? What do you think is the reason? What do you think is the reason? Forget about the paragraph. Common sense question. We are using digital payments because of the internet facility or because we have smartphones? What do you think is the answer, guys? See, increasing smartphone penetration. Done. Increasing smartphone penetration. For this answer, you don't have to read the paragraph. It's a purely common sense question. Maybe can we try this question? Which of the following is true to the passage according to the paragraph? Shyam sir, how can we answer this question without reading the paragraph? Let us try. Maybe it works. Which is true? Digital payments are only popular in urban areas. Do you think this is correct? Cyber security decreases. Cyber security risk decreases with more users. Do you think this is correct? Regulatory authorities have taken steps to improve security. Do you think this is correct? Digital placements have completely replaced cash. Do you think this is correct? Guys, my question is, use your common sense. Use your common sense. Don't read the paragraph. Use your common sense. Do you really think the statement is correct? Digital placements have completely replaced cash. Oh my God. Are we not using cash? Sometimes we use cash, no? Cyber security risk decreases with more users. No. If more users come, risk always increases. Why risk will decrease? If more people are using smartphones and digital payments, risks are also naturally increasing. How can you say risks are decreasing? Digital payments are only popular in urban areas. Who said? Today you go to a small village, they also use phone pay, Google Pay. You go to a very interior place, they use smartphones. Digital payments are everywhere. So the right answer is option C. See, most of the times, paragraphs, questions can be answered with mere common sense. Believe me, guys, you can try this. You can try this risk. You can take this risk. Which of the following is false according to paragraph? I know we did not read the paragraph, but can we try? Which of the following is false? Which of the following is false? Can you try? Don't read the paragraph. Can you try just like that? Which of the following is false? Can you try? See the first option. Cases of phishing have been reported. See here. Several cases of phishing. So it is true. It is not false. Remove this option. User awareness is being promoted. User awareness is being promoted. It is not false. It is true, right? Awareness campaigns are always there. See, educated users. Awareness campaigns are going on. Authorities have introduced stricter guidelines. See, of course, the government authorities, the fintech companies, the finance ministry, the RBI regulatory, the other regulatory bodies, see, they are giving stricter guidelines. Now the only wrong option is C. Digital payments are declining in India. But what I am saying is, to answer this question, don't waste time. Common sense. I'm asking you a direct question. Do you think in India digital payments are declining? Not at all. Digital payments are increasing. So that's the whole point. So paragraph is also scoring. Guys, today I'm doing this paragraph because in our previous live sessions, if you remember, we didn't touch the passage much because that was the time was not enough. But today I wanted to reverse the procedure. Let us do the paragraph. Maybe some other sections let us leave if time is not there. So that every day at least paragraphs are also covered some days. What can be inferred about the future of digital payments? Guys, what do you think the future is going to be? How the future is going to be? Do you think the future is digital payments are going to collapse? Not at all. Do you think in the future digital payments are going to be banned in India? No. Do you think it will not change? No. It's likely to grow with better security. Yes. We can't just keep them like that. Digital payments have to be there with better security features. Correct? Now guys, this is a simple vocabulary question. Robust. This is a very simple vocabulary question. Robust. What do you think is the meaning of the vocabulary robust? Everybody knows, no? Robust is very strong. And weak is minus. Fragile is also weak. Uncertain is minus. This is the only positive word. Robust is very strong. What do you think, guys? Next. What is the opposite of inclusive? How simple the question is. Inclusive, opposite, exclusive. Everybody knows. Inclusive, opposite, exclusive, right? And these both are synonyms. Inclusive, comprehensive are synonyms. Inclusive, opposite, exclusive. Done. So today, successfully we are able to complete the paragraph, correct? Okay. And I think we have one beautiful filling the blank. Can you try this? The rise in digital payments, has been supported by government initiatives aimed at promoting a dash economy. Very easy question. First of all, why do you think we have digital payment system? We can use cash? No. Why do you think we have digital payments or online payments? Simple reason is cashless economy. I think the whole point is here. We are using cashless economy, so that is why we that is why we use digital payments. How simple the question is. Wow, successfully we have covered almost the paragraph. We did not read the paragraph at all, right? Why have experts expressed the concerns? Guys, can I give you 30 seconds to answer this question? Can I give you 30 seconds to answer this question? Why do you think experts are worried about? What they are worried about? Why do you think the experts are worried about? Why do you think the experts are worried about? Yes. Anybody will have concern only when security risk, cyber risk are increasing. Second option. If we don't have smartphones, if they fail, lack of banks, come on. Experts are worried because increasing cyber threats, increasing cyber security risks. How simple. Common sense questions. See, maybe the last question. What do you think can be the best title for the paragraph? Any answer? What is the tone of the paragraph? Is he making any fun? No. Is he very emotional? Is he crying or something? No. Is he very negative? No. He is going in a very balanced way. Very informative and very balanced. Come on, Shyam sir, how can you say that? We did not read the paragraph. We did not read the paragraph. How can you say the paragraph is very informative and balanced? What I have done, I'll tell you. I did not read the paragraph, but I have just read the last sentence. Analysts believe that sustained efforts, innovation and regulation will strengthen consumer confidence. So he is positive, he is not negative. It is a very balanced article. He has mentioned the advantages, disadvantages. He has mentioned the challenges. He has mentioned the problems. He's also mentioned the solutions. He's very positive. He's very cool, informative and balanced. So cheers. We did not read the paragraph at all, but we have managed to answer all the questions. But I know this is not going to happen every time. Today we are lucky enough. But yes, it can happen too tomorrow in your SBI PO exam. Who knows? Be positive. Take this reasonable risk. If anybody tells you don't take risk, tell them get lost. You have to take risks logically and reasonably, both in grammar and also in life. Okay. Okay. Go to the Play Store. Go to the Chandan Logics app, and there is a beautiful course called free course. You can absolutely get it free. In that free course, you have practice exercises. Just keep doing the practice exercises. Okay. And then English classes are also there. If you want my classes, you can get my classes over there. And for PO aspirants, for banking aspirants, you also can get completely English content. Completely English content as well. Not only Telugu but also English classes. If you want Telugu classes also, yes, I explained in Telugu. But you also can get my classes where I have explained the content completely in English, like the way what I am doing now. Question number, yes, oh sorry, one second. Let's move on to the next question. I think in the free course you have 7,000 plus practice questions from all the topics. Enjoy them. Wow, jumbled. Question number 16, jumbled. Anybody in the country can do this jumbled exercise, but can you do it in 30 seconds? That's important. Can you try, guys? Can you try, guys? Just 30 seconds. Just 30 seconds. Just 30 seconds. Yes? Anybody answer? Anybody answer? If you look at the option, see, do smart work. Don't waste time. AC, AD, AB. So, I think you need to find the second sentence. A is already there. Digital literacy has become essential in today's world. Congratulations. Good information. We also know in today's world, digital literacy has become very essential. Now can you see B? It enables individuals to access information. I think this is also nice, but don't come to a conclusion. See, governments are taking steps to promote digital education. Very nice. Without it, people may struggle to adapt. Oh my God, all the options are grammatically fine. All the options are grammatically fine. Usually, common mistake people do is, this is a first statement, digital literacy is a noun, this is the pronoun, so this is the second statement. So they go with this. Which is not going to work every time, brother. Which is not going to work every time. See, rules are always not working. Rules cannot be applied every time. The right answer is this. Because here, grammar is fine with all the sentences. Context is important. See, digital literacy is essential. This is the introduction. Governments are taking steps to promote digital education. See, now this is, I can say, you are trying to say introduction, digital literacy. So this is very important. So this is very important. Hence, governments are taking steps to promote. Why governments are trying to promote this? Because this is important. Because this is important. Now, why are you saying this is important, government is supporting, this is important, government is supporting? Why? Why are you saying this? Because it helps people. So now you are justifying your statement. Here happens justification. Here what happened is justification. Now if that is not there, what's going to happen? Consequence. So I can tell you something like this. A, C, B, D. I can tell you something like this. A is the introduction. B is the importance of this. Important. C is, now B is why it is very important, and D is result. What is the result? If you don't follow this sequence, what happens is there is no proper context. It is important, so governments are also supporting it. But why? Why governments are supporting it? Because it helps people. And what is going to happen in the future if that is not there? Problems. Jumble statements every time. Don't follow the rules very blindly. Can you try the 17th question, my dear wonderful friends? Can you find the 17th question here? Answer. Yes. Answer. Yes. Answer. I will tell you a shortcut now. This turn around. What is the meaning of turn around? Turn around means reverse, opposite. So this turn around means reverse, opposite. So before this statement, the previous statement must have something opposite happened. Where is that opposite happened? See, B. However means reverse. Finish. So BD should be the best pair. Finish. Answer is done. You did not read the complete sentence at all. Simple technique. This turnaround. Where is the turnaround you are talking about? However means reverse, no? So BD gone first. Question number 18, can you try in a smart way? Guys, can you make it fast? I'm waiting for your answer. Yes, guys. I'm waiting for your answer. Question number 18, I'm waiting for your answer. Yes. Ready with the answer? See, again the same technique I'll tell you. See, same technique I'll tell you. This shift means change, doing something new. What shift you are talking about? So before that statement, the previous statement must have something new. Where is that something new? Adoption means taking something new. So I think BC is the best pair here. Here there is no BC. BC is there. Fine, perfect. How simple. Techniques are always helping you. After my live session is over, once again listen to the techniques. You will understand them very nicely. Can you try the 19th question, guys? Quickly. Yes. I'm waiting for your answer. Follow tricks. Don't read the sentences. 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 Yes, guys. Yes. Any answer? Okay. Now, let us not read the sentences too deeply, but have a glance at the sentences. Education has gained popularity. Positive sentence. It offers flexibility. Positive sentence. Many institutes are now investing in digital platforms. Positive sentence. However, negative sentence. Now this is the only negative sentence. This comes in the last. Either this or this. You cannot start with a pronoun. So third option. Did you understand the trick here? My dear friends? This is positive, this is positive, this is positive, this is negative. Done. Question number 20. Can you find the answer by the best trick? See, anybody can get the answer, but what is the trick that you are following? That's important. What is the trick that you are following? That's important. That's important. Answer. Answer. Same trick. Launched a new scheme. Congratulations. Positive. It provides financial assistance. Very good. Positive. Many farmers have welcomed. Very good. Positive. However, raised concerns. Negative. So D must come in the last. D must come in the last. D must come in the last. Either this option or this option. My dear friends, you cannot start with this because B, it is a pronoun. So done. My dear friends, you can also get the answer without tricks like this. But compare the time that you are spending. Normal reading will consume minimum 45 seconds. But tricks will consume 15-20 seconds. Half of the time. Half of the time. You believe me. Follow tricks. Okay. Now a very simple close test has come. Close test has come. Don't worry about the close test. As I always tell you, wonderful tricks, right? Wonderful tricks, right? Normal student reads the sentence, but we are extraordinary students. Promote is a positive word. Diminish is a negative word. Obstructs negative word. Ignore negative word. Restrict negative word. Khatam. If you want, you can do the cross check. If you want, you can do the cross check. If you want, you can do the cross check. If you want, you can do the cross check. Okay. Next question. Next question. So now what do you think is filling the blank? This is now not based on vocabulary. This is not based on vocabulary. But then what is it based on? Try. Nevertheless means even though some critics argue that dash may disproportionately favor developed countries over developing countries. I think this is not vocabulary based, so you need to actually focus on meaning of the sentence. So what will result in disproportionate favor? Developed countries will get more benefit than developing countries. What is that called? Free trade agreements. If you actually read the paragraph at least 10 to 20% outline, if you can understand the gist of the article also, then you can get. Free trade agreements naturally will lead to biased benefits. Developed countries will get more benefit than developing countries. No sir, I did not understand how to answer that question. Okay, no problem. Leave it. Again, now see option C. Option C. Normal student will read the sentence. No. Go by the options. Abstain. What is the meaning of abstain? Abstain means stop doing something. This is negative. Participate is positive. Withdraw is negative. I think ignore is negative. Complete. So I think complete is a very hypothetical word. You can take it like positive sometimes or sometimes fight negative. But I want you to try this. I want you to try this. I want you to try this. I want you to try the answer. What do you think is the answer going to be? What do you think is the answer going to be? Don't read the complete sentence. To ensure all nations can fully dash in global commerce. Participate in. Naturally we say participate in. We must participate in global commerce. We must participate in global commerce. Oh my God, ignore. How can you say ignore? See, read the sentence. Ensure. Ensure. In Telugu we say ensure means bharosa, giving confidence. It must be positive, right? See, one thing is for sure. Before you find the option, decide the tone of the option. Positive tone. Because he is saying ensure. This is negative, this is negative, this is negative. There are two options left. Participate is the better option because ensure means giving confidence. Ensure means giving confidence. Now look at the fourth one. See? Don't read the sentence. Go by the plus minus factor. Go by the plus minus factor. Opposing is negative. Rejecting is negative. Ignoring is negative. Abandon is negative. Adopt is positive. Happy. But still, having said this technique, I also want to give you the suggestion. Go confidently, but at least cross check once. Because to just cross check will not take much time. Because who knows, sometimes the question will be so difficult and we will fall in the trap. This is a good way of doing it, plus minus, but cross check it, okay? Cross check it. Cross check it, okay? Adopting is answer. Now, which of the following is the answer for the E? E. Now the real challenge comes. Regulation positive, productivity positive, efficiency positive, growth positive, sustainability positive. Wow. All the 5 options are now in positive context. Now what is your answer is a real challenge. Real challenge. Real challenge. Real challenge. Read the sentence. Balancing economic development. Balancing economic development with ecological dash will define the next era of trade policy. So the future of India is going to be based on this. Balancing economic development with ecological dash. What is the meaning of ecological? Environment. So what could be the answer? What could be the answer? Balancing economic development with ecological sustainability. The best option suitable here is sustainability. So what is the meaning of sustainability? Sustainability means continuous performance. Sustainability means tolerance, the ability to tolerate challenges, the ability to handle the challenges. Okay? Okay. Wow, close test, we did not read the paragraph. We did not really work hard. Most of the times your brain works, common sense works, answer is easy. Now I think here, easy section. What is the easy section, guys? Wrongly spelt. Wow, easy question. Anybody can answer this question. My goodness, potential spelling is wrong. Easy question, right? Potential spelling is wrong. Easy question, right? Done. Can we go to the next question, number 27? Again, spelling problem. Delayed is correct. Provided is correct. Vouchers is correct. Inconvenience is correct. So can we go for the option all are correct? Yes, we can confidently go to the option all are correct because in the instruction only spelling was tested. He did not say inappropriate word. He only said incorrectly spelled. Happy. So no spelling problem, all are correct. Again, breakthroughs, technology, possibilities, hereditary. Guys, hereditary wrong. Hereditary. Hereditary spelling wrong. Hereditary spelling wrong. Hereditary spelling wrong. Okay. Wow, nice. Negotiations, neighborhood, stalemate, territorial. Guys, territorial spelling wrong. Territorial spelling wrong. Only one R here. Here double R, here one R. Territorial spelling problem. Territorial spelling problem. Spelling errors, guys. You can play, right? You can play football. Rigorous, simultaneously, lucrative, endorsement. Simultaneously spelling problem. So simultaneously, you should be present. Simultaneously, you should be present. Wow, easiest questions in the question paper, spelling questions. SBI PO 2026 students, you can take Chandan Logic's super selection batch course where you have all the subjects, recorded classes and also test series, practice tests, mock tests. Enjoy. Okay, and also SSC CGL 2026 people can also take CGL course where you have all the subjects best content. And also every day evening 7:30 to 8:30 YouTube live classes are going on for SSC CGL students, but those classes are bilingual where I'll talk in Telugu also mostly. But this is the Chandan Logic's English YouTube channel where I am talking completely in English, but normally in the other channel I talk in Telugu. SSC CGL students can get this content, and also police aspirants can also get classes in Telugu as well. You can get English classes. This is the code. You can enter this code. You can get the discount also, guys. Chalo, let's continue the last 10 questions in the paper. Now we have approximately 10 minutes time left. 10 minutes, 10 questions. Fatafat. So now we have beautiful sentence where you need to find sentence improvement. Neither, see, whenever you have neither A nor B model, okay? Neither A nor B model. Neither the intricate details, this is A, nor the massive scale, this is B. So neither the details nor the massive scale, neither A nor B model, B becomes the subject. This is a grammar rule. Neither A nor B, B is the subject. What is the B here? Massive scale. This is the subject and naturally this is singular. So the verb also should be singular. So you can't use were. You better use was. Where is was? Where is was? Okay. Option 1 is the right answer. The problem with the option 2 is sentence has many errors, and here you are changing the preposition and all that. Okay. So all the options are wrong. Option 1 is correct. Neither the details nor the massive scale was enough. Neither A nor B rule. Question number 32, guys. Question number 32. Can you get the answer in 10 seconds? Can you get the answer in 10 seconds? Quick. Can you get the answer in 10 seconds, guys? Right. Option 3 is the answer. The data suggests that the new drug is as effective as, if not more effective than. First of all, than is impossible. When we use the word more, we can't use than. We have to use than. You cannot use as only on the one side. You have to use as both sides. As effective as. As effective as. As effective as. And more than. One should always be mindful of their surroundings. Guys, shall I give you 20 seconds for this question? Get me the answer fast. Guys, get me the answer fast. 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 ఎప్పుడు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, one always remember, whenever we use one, the pronoun is also one. Whenever we use one, the pronoun is also one. One should respect one's own country. One must do one's duty properly. One must love one's own country. So whenever we use one here, the pronoun also should be once. The pronoun also should be once. One, once. Okay. Question number 34. I think this is a simple question. It is imperative that. It is imperative that. What is the meaning of imperative? Imperative means suggestion, order, command, request. Whenever we have imperative case, then the verb must be only in plural. It is a very important grammar rule, guys. Whenever we have imperative case in the sentence, then the verb is only in the plural format. The verb is only in the plural format. The verb is only in the plural format. So verb is only in the plural format. Here notifies, it is singular. This is ing form. This is again singular. This is future tense. The verb must be in the simple present plural form. So plural verb in the present tense means V1. I repeat, when you have the imperative model, the verb must be in the plural case V1. The verb must be in the plural case V1. Please understand this rule, guys. Question number 35. I think same model came. Earlier question imperative, here suggested that. Both are same, no? So whenever we have something like suggested that, advised that, warned that, instructed that, the verb must be only in the plural context, which means the verb must be only in the V1. And where is the verb only in the V1? This is not V1, this is not V1, this is not V1, only this is V1. So only the first option is correct. Only the first option is correct. Only the first option is correct. Okay, let's go to the question number 36. Last 5 questions, guys. Can you try the answer? A sentence with 2 blanks. A sentence with 2 blanks. 2 blanks. The government has dash a series of reforms. So naturally positive or negative? Government has dash many reforms. Positive, no? First of all, positive, no? Ignore is not positive. Ignore is negative. Postpone is negative. Withdrawn is negative. Scrapped is negative. Answer is already ready. Why are you wasting time to read the sentence? Government has dash many reforms. Initiated many reforms. Easy answer. Question number 37. Excessive dash on fossil fuels. Excessive dash on fossil fuels has led to dash. You tell me, when you use fossil fuels more, what happens? Environmental degradation will, what happens? Will happen too much. Correct? Excessive dash on, preposition is on. So when the preposition is on, you can say reliance on. Reliance means dependence. You can say dependence. You can say focus. You cannot say disregard on, because the preposition is disregard for. You cannot say aversion on. The preposition is aversion for or aversion towards. So now tell me, excessive reliance on, excessive focus on, excessive dependence on. See, the point is here we are not talking about focus. We are unnecessarily depending on. So either it can be reliance or dependence. Now tell me, option A or option D, which could be the right answer? Option A or option D, which could be the right answer? Answer please. Yes guys, I'm waiting for your answer. Answer please. Option A is the answer. Option A. Because unprecedented degradation. Unprecedented means something that has happened never before. Whatever happened recently has not happened almost in the last century. Unprecedented means never happened before. Something that has never happened before. Digital banking has dash the way we transact. Yes, there already the answer is ready. Digital banking has dash the way we transact. Do you think hindered? See, here positive should come, no? You can't use hindered. Hindered is a negative word. Hindered is a negative word. So digital banking has dash the way. Digital banking has complicated the way. Complicated is also negative. Now digital banking has simplified. Digital banking has transformed, modified. I think these 3 are fine. Many physical visits to banks dash for many. Now tell me. When we use phone pay, Google Pay, everything in the mobile phone, we don't go to banks. So going to banks is frequent? No, we are not going to banks. Do you think going to banks is mandatory? No. Going to banks has almost become redundant. Redundant means unnecessary. We are not going to banks at all, almost. Okay, now this is a simple exercise, fabricate. What is the meaning of the word fabricate? Fabricate means fake, telling lies, cheat. So fabricate means fake, telling lies, cheat. That is the meaning of the vocabulary, and fabricate is a verb. Fabricate is a verb. Fabricate is a verb. So what do you think is incorrectly used? What is incorrectly used? Can you tell me the answer, guys? Which is incorrectly used? Which is incorrectly used? Incorrectly used. See the second option. The company will fabricate custom furniture based on client specification. What is that? Based on the client requirement, company will cheat them? No. So 2 is definitely wrong. 2 is definitely wrong. First sentence, the journalist refused to fabricate evidence. Perfect. He usually fabricates to the office cheerfully before sunrise. What is this? He usually fabricates to the office. What is he usually fabricates to the office? What? 2 and 3 both are wrong. He usually fabricates to the office what? 2 and 3 both are wrong. Fabricate means cheat. The last question and then the session ends. Everybody knows eradicate. Eradicate means remove. Eradicate means remove. Sentence 1. The company eradicated into the. Why into? After eradicate, into preposition cannot come. He eradicated happily. What is this? He eradicated happily in the playground. They plan to eradicate at the cave. See, after eradicate, preposition doesn't come at all. All 3 wrong. Generally, we use eradicate like we eradicate poverty. We eradicate untouchability. Happy news today is we did not leave a single question. In the last few classes, we didn't get time to touch the passage. But today I have applied the best possible shortcuts, common sense. 40 questions are done. I hope the session is interesting and useful. If so, share this video to your friends and also like the video. Guys, I want your feedback. So share your feedback in the comment section. Your feedback will give the faculty more energy and more motivation so that I can give you more knowledge. Thank you so much. I'll see you in my next session. Have a great day. Signing off, your Sham sir.